So before you go and understand the basic temple architectural details with me, it is very much important for you to write what is a Garbhagriha, what is a Shikara, what do you understand by Amalaka, what do you understand by Kalasha. Now I am trying to answer that if I see a temple having multiple Shikaras, then how will I judge that which Shikara is housing the main deity of the temple? And by looking at the structure, historians concluded that the Shikara of the main deity will be the tallest among all the Shikaras of that temple. See, the basic feature of the temple, it actually includes a top like structure like this. As you are like in every temple you will face some structures like this, a tower you will face. This tower has been given different names in different form of temple architecture, but for understanding, just for understanding, I am taking a tower here. Just for understanding, I am taking a tower here. See, this is called Shikara basically. This is called Shikara. I am just talking about the very ancient, a very ancient form of temple architecture. Very ancient form of temple architecture, and it is not that ancient, but yes, it becomes the basic features of temple architecture which you will see in every temple which I am going to explain to you in this class. देखिए, this is the Shikara, a tower like structure. Below the Shikara there will be a room. Below the Shikara there will be a room, and this room is called Garbhagriha. This room is called Garbhagriha. The room called Garbhagriha is the room which used to be dedicated to the chief deity of that temple. Means the chief deity of that temple will reside, will live in that Garbhagriha. So these are the basic features which you are going to study with me. Above the Shikara. Above the Shikara there will be something like a round disc-like structure. And this round disc-like structure is very much prevalent, students, is very much prevalent as far as northern temple architecture is concerned. So above the Shikara there will be a disc-like structure, and if I show you this disc, can you see here? In this temple, this is called the tower which I am saying the Shikara. Below the Shikara there is a room which is called Garbhagriha. Above the Shikara, this is the round like structure, and this is the round like a structure like a disc, which I am saying that this is the disc which is there in every top of, or in every Shikara which you are seeing in this temple specially. However, I am not talking about the multiple Shikaras, I am just here talking about the one tower, that is one Shikara. Above this tower there is a Garbhagriha which used to house the chief deity of that temple. Above the Shikara there will be a top disc-like structure, and this disc-like structure was called Amalaka. And above Amalaka there will be a top of the temple. There will be the top of the temple. This top of the temple which is situated above the Amalaka, it can be like this also. This top is called Kalasha. This top is called Kalasha. However, features like Kalasha, features like Amalaka are very much common in the northern temple architecture. We do not see any form like Kalasha or Amalaka as far as southern Indian temple architecture is concerned. I am talking about the Dravidian. So before you go and understand the basic temple architectural details with me, it is very much important for you to write what is a Garbhagriha, what is a Shikara, what do you understand by Amalaka, what do you understand by Kalasha, and yes, some other features as far as a temple is concerned which cannot be exemplified here which cannot be exemplified here, but it becomes very important. Like the term which I remember very important is mandapa. Another room which is attached to Garbhagriha was called mandapa. And it is called mandapa because it is from this place. It is from mandapa where you stand and you take a look at the chief deity. It is called the chief praying hall of a temple is called mandapa. So these are basic features of every temple which you are supposed to write with me. So please write down the basic form of Hindu temples which we are going to study in this class. The first thing which I told you was Garbhagriha, Garbhagriha. Garbhagriha literally means a womb house. Yes, a womb house, because it is Garbh means womb, Griha means house. A womb house, it is a cave-like sanctum. It is a cave-like sanctum which used to house the main deity of the temple. In the earlier times, it used to be a small cubical structure with just one entrance, but in the later periods, this cubical structure becomes wide with multiple entrances. So I am talking about the very first form of Garbhagriha. It used to be a cube-like structure with just one entrance, but as you go on with the time, you will see various developments which are taking place in this temple architecture. It means the Garbhagriha is expanding in size with multiple entrances. With multiple entrances means even from the south, north, east, west, multiple entrances you are facing, and even in some temples there are only 3 entrances, that is in front of the deity and left and right. So these are the multiple entrances in which this temple architecture is actually developing with the time, just like Shikara. As you can see here, Shikara, which is just one tower, with the time what we are experiencing, with the time we are seeing that there are multiple Shikaras being built. And now, what do you mean by multiple Shikaras? And by looking at the temple, how will you judge that under which of the Shikara the Garbhagriha, means the house of the chief deity, is lying? And when we historians gave it a thought, we started understanding the temple architecture. We saw a very common thing in temple architecture, especially as far as multiple Shikaras are concerned, because construction of multiple Shikaras is often observed in northern India. We do not see such construction of multiple Shikaras in southern India, because in southern India, this tower-like structure which you are seeing here, it looks very steep. But as you enter the southern India, this tower-like structure will become more like step. The inclination of the walls becomes more, means they are very less inclined. The slopiness of Shikara is something which we experience in southern India, and this slopiness of Shikara is what given the name in southern India as Dravida. As you can see here, this is also the tower which is above the Garbhagriha, but here the tower is not very steep. Here the tower having some slopes, some gentle slopes, and that is why in southern India Shikara has been given different name as Vimana. This is called Vimana. So whether it is Vimana or Shikara, I just mean one thing, that is the tower. First very important thing. Second most important thing, Shikara is the word which has been given to the towers of northern India, whereas Vimana is the word which has been given to the towers of southern India. So you are just trying to understand with me the various basic tenet, various basic elements which are there in any temple architecture, because only then you can understand with me what has been written when you study the Dravida, study the Nagara, study the Vesara style of architecture. So as I told you, Garbhagriha means a womb house. It is like a cave-like structure which used to house the main deity of the temple. And yes, now I am trying to answer that if I see a temple having multiple shikaras, then how will I judge that which shikara is housing the main deity of the temple? And by looking at the structure, historians concluded that the shikara of the main deity will be the tallest among all the shikaras of that temple. As you can see here, there are more than one shikaras in this temple. But the tallest most shikara, this is the tallest most shikara. This is the tallest shikara which will house the main deity, not all the other shikaras. So this is the way in which this temple architecture is developing with the time. Shikaras are being added, even the Garbhagriha is extending. But yes, one most important thing is that Garbhagriha is just one. There cannot be multiple Garbhagriha's, because Garbhagriha is the place where the chief deity, means that deity because of which you are constructing that temple, is living. That is considered as the chief deity of the temple. The chief Garbhagriha will have the tallest shikara. So in this way, this temple architecture is progressing and developing with time. The second thing is called mandapa. Mandapa is called the entrance to the temple. It could be I would say it could be the hall where the worshippers, they used to stand and offer their prayers to the deity who is located in the Garbhagriha. So you can write mandapa. Mandapa is considered as the entrance to the temple where the worshipper could stand and offer his or her prayers to the main deity who is located in the Garbhagriha. So mandapa is that place which is meant for worshippers. Worshippers are not allowed to go inside Garbhagriha, because inside the Garbhagriha only one person is allowed to stand and worship the chief deity, which is the head priest of that temple. As far as worshippers are concerned, you are just allowed to stand in the mandapa and offer your prayers. Is that very much clear to you? The third most important tenet which can see or which can be seen in this is called shikara / vimana. Both are same. See, it is the mountain-like spire on the top. You can write, it is a mountain-like spire on the top. In North India, it is called shikara. In North India, it is called shikara, whereas in the Southern India, it is called vimana. In Southern India, the shape of this tower-like structure looks like more pyramidal. You can also write that the shape of vimana in Southern India, the shape of this tower in Southern India looks more pyramidal, more like a pyramid. But as far as the shape of shikara in Northern India, it is very much steep. It is not slopy. It is very much steep. The slope of shikara in Northern India is very steep, but the slope of vimana in Southern India is very gentle. That is why you can write it looks like a pyramidal like vimana, which is I would say the feature of temple architecture as far as Southern Indian temples are concerned.